our beer brine for our beer pickle. So that's an IPA, apple cider vinegar, Cascade hop, sea salt brine, and also a cautionary tale to aspiring artisans, manufacturers. That kettle is it's drying right now. We just had to seal a hole that came in. So that's normally the tank that makes brine. So we have a capacity issue right now, and once the brine is cooked, we're pouring it out into these food grade buckets just to store so we can continue making. Over here, more brine is being made. So you can see pure apple cider vinegar. We cook garlic. Cook a ton of garlic in. It's all sitting at the bottom. But by cooking the garlic, it imparts a really kind of savory depth from the garlic, but takes that bitter bite off of the raw garlic. And we feel, as flavor makers, that's a better. It's our preference, really, how that sits in the finished product on your palate. Everything that we make uses pure apple cider vinegar. So these are 1 ton totes of apple cider vinegar. We're pushing through about 3 tons a week at this point. A really compelling story about this, and an interesting fact, is that that's ugly food. So every apple comes from an upstate orchard, and what I mean by ugly food is that from an orchard standpoint, if an apple has a bruise or an insect bite, the grower knows, the retail market will say, no, that's not pretty, I'm not going to take it. So there's a processing plant upstate New York that takes in all those apples because they know they can turn it into something else. They press it into apple juice, ferment it into cider, and then they do a secondary fermentation, turning it into vinegar. And then the vinegar is run through a centrifuge, which removes the yeast of the mother, stabilizes the vinegar, and then we get it shipped down in these 1 ton totes. So it's a really beautiful economy of scale, solidifying our philosophy for quality, local, and that is devoid of some cider vinegars in the market have caramel coloring added to distilled white vinegar, and then they call it cider vinegar. It's pure apple cider vinegar, so we're pretty proud of that.